and put all the money on a live account. 2 days later, I've lost everything. To win, you need to lose. Yeah, only take what market gives you. Don't force anything.
Absolutely take his advice.
TFT is one of my platforms, so I'm in love with that.
Hi, TFT team. I have Bruno here for our interview. This is a very special one. We've been doing the payout interviews just because y'all be thinking we're not real and stuff. So we got a real payout right here. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. A lot of our viewers are not subscribers. So hit subscribe, hit the like, the bell for notifications, comment, go ahead, do all the good things. And then I'll go ahead and just give the floor to Bruno. Bruno, let everybody know where you're from, what got you into trading, and how you got into TFT.
Hello guys, my name is Bruno and I'm from Portugal. Started trading like 2018. It was a bit difficult because right here in Portugal, we don't have a lot of traders like we have in States, England. So it's not something that is easy to see. You can't go outside and talk with someone, oh, I'm a trader. No, it was a progress part and I'm amazing with that because I learned a lot of things. And today I'm grateful for all that process. Yes. And TFT is one of my platforms, so I'm in love with that.
Yeah.
So I think I can say I'm in love with that.
Okay, good. So, and this is kind of a common thing. People don't know many like traders within like talking vicinity. Like I'll be honest, I don't think I know any that I can just go outside and be like, hey, we're traders. You got to connect like via the Discord or online or finding people like on the internet, because finding actual traders in the community is impossible.
It's exactly, it's really impossible. So most of people I know is from other country, like on Discord, Twitter, community too. And when I see someone that is a trader and is Portuguese, for me it's like,
oh
the rest
God.
of things, like, yeah, another one, but it's hard, but it's difficult to find someone to talk. But I'm trying to, for myself, change that because I know a lot of people, they only listen what I do, but they don't believe because it's difficult to believe something that is about easy money when you do correctly. So people stay like, okay, but I don't trust, let me stay out. So I'm trying to change that, showing with all my process and with my payouts, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I love that. Now, how did you get into trading in the first place? Did you find it on the internet? Did you know a friend or a family member? How did you find out about it?
It was on the internet in 2018. I was working in a hotel at the time and I listened about that and I said, like, wow, is this true? So first thing I did was I received my money at the end of the month and put all the money on a live account. 2 days later, I've lost everything. Oh. Then I said, yeah, it's true. But yeah, it was a process. I keep digging, learning every day, studying, and until the day I feel that, yeah, today is the day I will make my breakout to the profit side. It
All
was
right.
like that.
Now I gotta ask, how did you find a strategy? Now, a lot of people, or not a lot, but there are a few that have to go through this like trial and error of just like thousands of YouTube videos and like, okay, this works, this doesn't. Or there's people that find a mentor and then they kind of get them from 0 to 100. What was your process of finding a strategy?
My process is something that I was reading a lot of times when I was starting, but I didn't believe because at the end, you're gonna create your own strategy because you have to learn here, you have to learn that and this, and at the end, you're going to create something that works for you. It was about that. I learned with a lot of traders, like it's not only one, not only two. I cannot come here and say, I have one method. No, it's a lie. I saw a lot of YouTube videos, followed a lot of traders and pick one here, one here, one here, one here. And then at the end, it's all together. That's what I use for my strategy. I use a little of everything and that's how I work.
Good to know. Good to know. I think I did about the same. I had a mentor and I kind of took like a version of what they taught me and then made it my own. So I think every trader has like their own version of a strategy that they learned.
Exactly.
The next question would be, and this is what all our viewers want to see. They're like, okay, show us the strategy. So, and some people aren't comfortable, some people are, but do you want to kind of let us know a version of your strategy?
My strategy is very simple. I only work with one time frame. It's 15 minutes time frame. What I do, I have a few steps that I have to see on my strategy to enter on a trade. If I didn't see, I don't enter. Not like, no, I have this confluence here, I have this. No, it's not like that, because something when you use that type of strategy can work, but sometimes not. But when you have like a symmetry strategy, something that you always have to follow the same process, it's more easy to be profitable about that, because if you follow correctly, you have always the same result, unless if you're working with some news, etc. But the rest is, yes, my strategy is about following always. I only have one plan and I'm always doing the same.
Okay, I love it. Simple is, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, simple is the best way to go. If your strategy says get in, you get in. When your strategy says get out, you get out. Like it's as simple as that. It should be, at least. Now, what about your psychology behind trading? So how do you cope with losses? How do you know when to take profits? I mean, obviously it would be your strategy, but how do you cope with the psychology of it?
It was difficult because I remember one time that I was learning SMC. I was searching for 1-7, 1-8 trades, and sometimes I get, sometimes not. And the worst part about that is when you get your trade like running halfway in profits, and then you say, no, I'm gonna wait for take profit, and then trade reverse. You get stop, loss, or break even. That's awful. So I decided to only run for 1-3, 1-2. Since I opted for that, my composure, my trading, my everything is blowing up. I'm getting more profits, more strikes, and that's the best part, because psychology is the most hard part on this game. Because if you don't think like, no, it's just a loss. Loss is a process. We can't win without loss. So it's just you just need to get that to win. You need to lose. Yeah. So I took a loss yesterday. Yes, and I said, oh, a loss is a loss. Today I woke up, 2 trades, 2 TPs.
All right, clean. Then. See, look at that.
Let's go.
I love it when it's as simple as that. And I think that's got to be the hardest part for new traders, and maybe even ones that aren't quite as experienced, but they've been trading a long time. Just understanding that, one, like it takes time. 2, you got to be able to take a loss. Like it's okay. Some strategies actually require you to take losses. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to get your profits. So it's like understanding that it's going to take some time. And all the traders that I've interviewed, it's been like, there've been very few where they're like, I just got into trading and I got a payout. And they're like, okay, cool. But then there's traders that's like, I've been doing this for 3 years, 5 years. I've been doing this for 7 or 8 years. So it's like, it just takes some time, and that's okay. It's like a profession. It's like going to school, learning something. It just takes time.
Exactly. And after get funded, for me, the most important is reduce the risk per trade. Because when I made the challenge, I was risking like 1% per trade. Now I'm only risking like half or 50%. When I get payout, I look like, oh, I only get 4%, 5-6%. But that's 4-5% is like 10, 15, or maybe 20% if I was using 1% of risk. You understand?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
For me, the most important is understand that I can lose a lot of trades and still in the game.
Yes,
absolutely. I prefer to know that I can have a 5 strike losses and keep in the game instead of lose 5 or 3 and lose the account.
Absolutely. And that makes total sense. Good. And I feel like that is great, incredible, insightful advice for the people that have the challenges now, that have won challenges, but they haven't quite made the payout yet. So absolutely take his advice. If you're still trying to make it to that point where you need a payout, or you haven't gotten one yet, or you're so close, but you keep losing or blowing accounts. So absolutely take his advice. Next question would be, while we're on the TFT topic, what is your payout? And what was your process like getting a payout? Just let everybody know, the ones that haven't had one yet, what is it like? How much did you get? Like the super exciting part.
It was amazing because I was working with other platforms and I said, yeah, let me try TFT, because I was listening a lot of people talking good about TFT. So I said, let's go. I made a rapid challenge and I passed it. I take like almost 1 month to get first phase and 5 days second phase. So that's about to have, you can try to get quick challenge. You just let it flow, do it your own time. You don't need to get rushed to get to fund the part. But yeah, after I signed the contract, it was, yeah, another problem. Let's do it. My first trade was 1-6. Yes. Then I took 2 losses and then I made like 6% in 1 day. Then I say, yeah, let me get payout. Let me just stop and get payout. Yeah. 40 days later, I get payout. It was very quick. I have nothing bad about saying it was really quick. I received the money. I say, let's go again. After I received the payout, I wait like 1 day to get my account ready to start again. And yeah, I'm in profit again, just waiting for the next payout.
All right. See, you got the process going. You got it down. Everybody take notes. I don't know if you got a pen and paper out, but you need to get it out. Okay. Next question would be, what is your experience with TFT in general? Are you involved in like the community side of it or the Discord? Do you kind of interact with anybody that has TFT?
Yeah, I'm on Discord side too, and I kind of interact when they make some questions, because one thing I love about TFT is because they always try to know what we want, what is the best for. This is the best part, because imagine they let something out today, they're gonna ask, do you want this? We can do better, etc. And after we respond, they change. This is the best part. Yeah, because we don't see this every day. So I'm in love with community. I'm on Discord, and yeah, I will keep that.
Heck yes. I feel like that's one of like the most common things that I hear from the interviews and from just traders in general, or people that just won challenges, payouts. It's that they love the community. And I'll be honest, and I was in the same boat as you. Like, I just didn't know any traders. And then as soon as I got involved with like the TFT community and the Discord specifically, I was like, oh my God, there's so many traders. This is so cool. And like, everyone's so encouraging, and no one's like, oh, my strategy is better than yours. That's what I was most nervous about, because my strategy is like way too easy. Like, it's almost dumb easy. You're like, come on, really? But I'm like super nervous that people are going to like think their strategy is better. But no, everyone was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get it. And it was extremely encouraging.
Exactly. One thing that I really think people should instead is easy is better. You don't need to complicate. You don't need to think, oh no, I'm seeing traders doing this, doing like that. And one thing that I understood, I don't care if other traders that are making 10% per day, 10% per week. I have to work on my own flow. If I'm only making 3 per day, that's amazing. I still profitable. I have to work on my own flow. I can go, no, he's making 10. Let me try his strategy too. No, that's the wrong way, because until you get his strategy good, you're gonna lose a lot. And the most important part is you can ever even be profitable using his strategy. So it's difficult.
I agree completely, definitely. Now, I would say the next question is going to be, from what I gathered so far. So you said, as far as like your trading strategy goes, you trade on do you say a 90-minute or a 60-minute?
50 minutes.
50-minute. Got it. Okay. So 50-minute. And is there like maybe only one pair that you trade? What is like a little bit of like kind of the gist of trading in general? Do you spend all day in front of the charts?
No, I only spend like 20, 15 minutes on chart, because one thing I've learned is when you open your chart and you see your setup, it's a winning trade. But when you open your setup or your chart and you try to force or searching for setup, you will end losing, because when you open chart and you always see the trade, it's a winning trade because it's there. Setup is there. You're not forcing, you're not searching, it's there showing for you. But when you try to search for that, you try to see, no, I think this is the same. No, I think I can think this is the same. No, you're gonna end up losing. So I open chart. If I see, I set the limits, trade trigger, go.
All right. Easy enough. Okay. And as far as pairs go, do you trade just one pair? Do you look at multiple pairs?
I trade 4 pairs.
Okay.
AUSD, USD, GBPUSD, and ZDU, my favorite one.
Okay, good to know. Oh, real quick, have you traded anything before you got into Forex? Did you do like stocks or crypto or any of that, or it's just been Forex?
I already traded NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Bitcoin, but at this moment, I'm only focusing on these 4. Yeah,
got it.
I'm not trying to go for a lot, because these 4 is one thing. Because imagine when I open a trade on USD, I almost know the GBP will do the same. So sometimes I open 2.
Okay.
Yes, and when I open one in NZDU, I know a USD maybe will do the same. Yeah, it's like that. I work like that. Yesterday I opened a USD and a USD, and both 4 pairs do the same. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So look at that. Yeah, that makes it easy. That was the way that I kind of used to trade with futures. I don't think it's the same anymore, but I feel like it was like a year ago to where I would make a trade in gold, and then I would make a trade in like, I don't remember, maybe it was the NASDAQ or something, but they would do the opposite. And I'll be honest, like maybe it's not the best bet anymore and it's been so long, but I would get into both and be like, all right, I'm short here, I'm long here. And they would just do the opposite and be like, all right, we're done. But I get the idea to that. I get the idea. Okay. And next question would be, what is your kind of advice for traders that haven't quite gotten that payout yet, or maybe like they've gotten the challenge, but every time they get a challenge, they like blow the account? And I know you said before it was maybe lower in that risk, but what is just some advice even for the psychology of it and for the trading, the strategy?
For that, what I can say is it's all a process. before I started being funded and work as a trader full time, I blew it a lot of challenge. People need to understand that it's a process. You can't start today and win a challenge and become profitable for the next 5-10 years. It's a process. I bought like 5, 6, 7 challenge before I get my first certificate. People need to understand that you can't force. You have 30 days to do the challenge. Use them. Go with slow 1 to 3 trades per week. Only the best setups. Only open A+ setups. Don't go for, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to risk more. No, only go for the best setup as you was trading your live account. Only the best setups. And when you get funded, slow your risk and don't think about, I have a 100K account. I want to make like 20K. No, only get what market gives you. So if market only gives you 5K, receive and say a blessing, moved on. Don't force things to get more because you will lose your account and will not receive your first payout. So just go with slow the risk. It depends on you. Depends on anyone. Anyone have a strategy, but for me, it's the advice. Risk slow and only take what market gives you. Don't force anything.
Oh, I'm totally into that. Okay. I feel like from what I've gathered so far from this interview, you are like the most down to earth, like even disciplined sounding. It just seems like you have got your strategy down. You're like, listen, this is how it is. It is point blank. It's like, it's simple. I'm disciplined. I'm going to stick to it. And it's like, it just, I don't know. It feels very down to earth. I like your vibe.
Okay. Yeah, I have to be because I know in this market, everything can change from one day to other. So I can be like, I'm going to be rich from one day to other. I know that tomorrow I can have a losing strike and lose account. So I need to be down to earth. I need to protect my capital. So for me, the most important is risk slow, protect my capital, and keep winning always.
Awesome. That's perfect. This was extremely efficient. All right. That was it, Bruno. If there's anything else that you want to share with the YouTube watchers, that was all we had for today.
No.
Awesome.
It's just that.
I like it. English, to the point. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Bruno.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Bye.
Have a good one.